All right. Well, checking in for the one time. Peace and blessings. It's your boy Wildenfree. Let's see. Should have plenty of headroom here. All right, let's go live. Well. Peace and blessings, y'all. Y'all know, just over here doing what I do. Pairing. For those that don't know, for the years of 2019, 2020, 2021, I committed myself to something called February Flows, creating a brand new song every day for the month of February. And I like that idea. You know? Great goal. Very challenging, of course. But you know, that just is what it is. Par for course. I'm okay with that. Now, the idea with this year to introduce some form of live streaming to the equation. So that's what I'm doing right now. Doing my due diligence to figure out the setup, you know, considering what's the best method of approach, making sure that this all goes the way that it should. Actually, that's better. So that's what I'm here to do. Test out the scene, figure out whether or not this configuration I have for my live streaming setup is enough to make it work and to also stream across several platforms. So right now, I'm attempting to stream across Twitch, YouTube, X, and Instagram. And so this is just that initial test before we get the day going with the creation process and really settling in to what the February Flows experience is meant to be, which is just an opportunity to exercise creativity, to challenge myself, to feel into just the present moment, allow myself to just express whatever I feel is worth expressing in a given moment, day to day. And yeah, to really allow myself that space to grow, to challenge myself, to learn something new. And I think that that's all for the best. I haven't even been checking on my audio, so I do hope that it sounds all right on y'all end. Audio routing is definitely one of the most challenging parts to live streaming, I would say, music in general. But I would say for sure in live streaming. Yeah, getting the audio right for this experience has been one of the most challenging parts. I would say that it's still not together, completely honest with you. But the goal is to get it right through practice and through persistence. And that's all there is to it. So for the initial part of this day, I will just be approaching the configuration aspect of getting to, right? So that typically looks like setting up which DAW I want to work in. And usually what I end up doing for the February Flows series, I feel like almost each one I've done I've chose a different process as to how I wanted to go about it. I believe the first February flows I did, and I was using Beatmaker 3 on the iPad, and I had my early 2015, the first edition iPad Pro, and that worked. And I was making beats on that. Of course, I usually have just a handful of guest producers that help out that really make this experience something special. Shout out to AG Dynasty. Shout out to London Elixir. Shout out to Zaby Cuz. Shout out to John Doe. And this time around, well, the time after that, let's say, I'm I do believe I moved from Beatmaker 3 into another iPad app, then into Logic, and I was using Logic on desktop for the 2020 flows, still flowing, which was the 2021, and also Stay Flowing, which was 2022. Now, for this year, I'm going to be attempting to use Logic Pro on the iPad, the newer edition. And that's going to be really fun and interesting and exciting to explore. And so that's another aspect of why I do this challenge. It's just an opportunity to learn a new software or put myself in front of something that, you know, not just challenges me, but gives me an opportunity to tinker and explore and experience what that tool might be like if I were to really delve into it on the day to day as part of my usual workflow. And so within that, you all will see a lot of tinkering, which is cool, right? Like that's just a part of the experience. And that's the goal of this live stream, is to just let y'all in on a bit of that experience with the tinkering process and just the opportunity to put myself in front of something and learn along the way and not really judge myself for what it needs to be or has to be or how polished it is or how pristine my approach is or methodology is. It's more of an intuitive, feeling directed process. And yeah, that's what it's about. So, this is just the initial portion of the stream, just to get a feel for what this current setup is capable of doing. I'll definitely be checking across some other devices whether or not the streams are holding up. I just picked up my lighter and I have sandalwood here that I was going to light. And it's crazy because I'm holding this incense like it's a blunt. Which it is not. But yeah, I don't even smoke anymore. That's good. We all have experience, right? But yeah. And I also want to be let's see. Let me pop out this video. More screens. Fun. Play this video while you do other things. Okay. Uh and so maybe that's running slow because I have all kinds of other screens open, but it shouldn't, because for those that know, I was very intentional about making an important upgrade to my system to make sure that this happen. So we shall see. We shall definitely. It says I'm streaming to Twitter, but I probably am not. Twit X now. Pardon me, Elon. Yeah, but uh, da. Yeah, no. So probably not officially streaming to X yet, but that's perfectly fine. And I do believe that's because they started to gatekeep the live streaming experience for X. They made it so that you have to be premium. And so I was like wrestling with whether or not I wanted to do that. And I was like, fine, do it. And yeah, I did it. but now I have to wait. I'm in a bit of a holding pattern for, the review. But yeah. Check YouTube. So yeah, maybe the stream quality. Let's see what it does, right? Like save this. Dun, dun, dun. Switch to your channel. Low latency toggle under advanced setting. Okay, low latency. Says that I'm live. Am I hearing computer audio or not? No dice on the computer audio. Let me play something from here and see what happens. Okay. Saying this. Okay, that was whack.